Hello, welcome to Big Sky Gun Guy's first ever video. I'm Jeff. I'll be doing the video today in Pete's absence. He's the other Big Sky Gun Guy, one of the other Big Sky Gun Guys, but for today it'll be just me. The subject of today's video is this. This is a Mecgar 8-round 1911 magazine, chambered in 45 ACP. I also have these two Wilson Combat 8-round mags for this pistol, but those aren't the subject of today's video. This 8-round Mecgar mag comes with a story, and the story is, originally I purchased this pistol. This is my Rock Island Armory 1911, chambered in 45 ACP. It is safety checked. I'm going to leave the slide locked to the rear for the remainder of the video. In my house, really the only safe way in this room to point a firearm is down. So I'm going to leave this locked to the rear. Anyway, this pistol came with a KCI USA magazine made in Korea. And I remember when I fired the first rounds from the pistol, I fired 8 rounds. And the 8 rounds fired flawlessly. I then pressed the mag release on the side of the pistol, released the magazine. The magazine fell from shooting height to the ground. Upon impact with the ground, the follower, the magazine case body, and the spring all flew in separate directions. And immediately I realized that the KCI USA magazine was not going to cut it, despite the fact that USA is in the brand name. They are actually made in Korea. So I realized that that magazine was not going to cut it for everyday use for concealed carry. So I went online and I purchased this Mecgar 8-round magazine. So far, this one is the stainless version. They're available in blued, and you can get them with or without this rubber base pad. This was the one they had in stock, so this was the one I purchased. Also later on, I purchased these two 8-round Wilson Combat 1911 magazines, and we're going to do another video on these pretty soon. All three of these magazines have functioned flawlessly, but this is the magazine that Rock Island Armory used to send with all their 1911s. Perhaps in an attempt to save money, and this isn't a video I'm making to bash on Rock Island Armory, but perhaps they went away from the Mecgars in order to save money, who knows. But this magazine has been flawless, and this magazine is what I trust for everyday carry. And I do carry a firearm every day except in areas where prohibited by law, and except for work. I do not carry at work. Anyway, this magazine is made in Italy. It says made in Italy on it. And this is for a 45. They also make them for 40 Smith & Wesson, 10 millimeter and 9 millimeter. And you can also get 38 Super magazines from Mecgar as well. So basically what that did is, the day I shot this pistol, I was disappointed in it because of the magazine failure. And I almost debated on selling the pistol. And I thought, well, it's silly to sell the pistol short for the shortcomings of the magazine. So I ordered the magazine. I then acquired the two Wilson Combat magazines, and now the pistol functions wonderful. So it just goes to show that one of the most common points of failure in a semi-automatic pistol is the magazine. So if you're going to buy a handgun, and if you're going to use it for self-defense or hunting, buy a handgun with magazines you trust. So yeah, that is the story behind my 8-round Mecgar magazine. For future content of this pistol is going to be the subject of future videos. I do have some modifications and some plans I'm going to do to it. I don't like to modify carry guns very much. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be upgrading the front sight post to a fiber optic, and then we're going to go with Magpul brand grip panels on the side grip. So I will look forward to more videos in the future. And this is Jeff from Big Sky Gun Guys signing off.
I was gonna say you should introduce your dog.